Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another session of Qur'anic Arabic Recitation with Tajweed Rules. So in this session we will be studying another letter of Arabic alphabet, and that is called Noon. It is called Noon and the sound is N. N. Noon. N. Okay. So articulation points. So it has two articulation points. The first one is lisan, the tongue, and we will explain one by one. Okay. So if you see here, okay. So from the top, from the tip of the tongue, and what lies opposite to it. So from the tip of the tongue, and what lies opposite to it. Okay, that's the roof of the mouth, and the gum of the two top incisors. Okay, this place, and slightly beneath the articulation point of lam. This is for noon when it is not hidden. So hidden noon has multiple uses. So this is only when noon is clearly pronounced. Then this is the articulation point. Okay, so that's the tip of the tongue, and this is the place on the gums of the top two incisors. So you can see here, that's the tip of the tongue and the gums of the top two incisors. This is when the noon is pronounced clearly. When in other case, when it has ghunna attached to it, then the articulation point is al-khayshum, the nasal passage. Then the sound goes through that as well. It has different multiple uses, but we will have maybe few lessons on it, not one, because it has a lot of uses of noon. There has a lot of rules attached to noon sakina, tanween, etc. This is just the basic. Okay, so the basic is the tip of the tongue and what is opposite to that, the gum of the two top incisors. When it's clear and when it is with ghunna, then the khayshum, the nasal passage, is involved in there as well. Let me explain that with the 3D model. Okay. Okay. So we use the tip of the tongue. That's the one point, and that's the gum line of the top two incisors. Okay. That's the articulation point when the noon is pronounced clearly, and when it is not clearly, then with ghunna and stuff, then you have other makharij involved in there. Okay, so we can't do that on here 3D diagram, so we have explained that in previous slide. So is it a heavy or light letter? It is one of the light letters. Okay, because when we are pronouncing it, noon is actually na. We can't, when you're pronouncing the word itself, noon, then it doesn't make this, we can't make that our facial expression to the smiling one. But when we pronounce the sound n, so we can see the mouth is flat. N. So it is one of the light letters. Is it a connector or non-connector? It is one of the connecting letters. It is one of the connectors, because if you see in the other slide, if you see its form in the beginning of a word, then you can connect other letters to it after it, and if it is in the middle of a word, then you can connect other letters before or after it. If it is at the end of a word, then you can connect other letters before it as well, which is the property of connecting letters. Hence it is a connector. How to write it? Let's see. Okay, so it is written. Okay. Okay, it is written below the line. Okay, all of it below the line as a circular U with a dot between the upper arms. Okay, so let me explain it to you. That. So start from here, and the dot is here. Okay, that's how you write it when it is on its own. In the beginning, it would look like this. It stays above the line, and if it's in the middle, it's like this, and if it is at the end, it's like this. So we can connect them. Okay, so let's try again. Noon, 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 it's noon, it's noon, it's noon. Okay, this is how we write it. The English equivalent, it is the N, and the alphabet N is the English equivalent for noon when it is pronounced clearly. For transliteration purposes, we will be using the letter N to represent noon. Okay, and that's it for this session. For next session, what we're going to do, we will be going through the 5th line without explanation once or twice, and then the following session would be 10 times to give you more practice to become master in it. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.